What would you do if you saw your face manipulated onto someone's body doing something that you would never do? Hello everybody and welcome to my podcast titled Navigating Deepfakes. If you think that question is hypothetical, don't be so sure. A deepfake of you can easily be created and the dangers they hold are tremendous. In this episode, I will talk about the scandal regarding Taylor Swift and her influence on creating the Defiance Act. I will also be talking about why it is so important to have this act created and the dangers that deepfakes hold, and how to solve the problems associated with deepfakes. I have a friend who experienced deepfakes firsthand, and she will be coming on later to talk about her experience. If you have never heard of a deepfake, are unsure on what that is, and the epistemic threat of deepfakes, Don Follis writes, deepfakes are realistic videos created using new machine learning. Another way to explain deepfakes is written by Joshua Glick in Deepfake Satire and the Possibilities of Synthetic Media. Deepfakes essentially show people doing or saying things they never did or say. If you are still unsure on what deepfakes entail, let's talk about a scandal involving a well-known celebrity who experienced this, Taylor Swift. Swift is a well-known pop star. You might know her from her countless videos of her starring in the Eras Tour, or infuriated people complaining about her attending football games and supporting her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, who plays for the Chiefs. On Platform X, previously known as Twitter, there are multiple AI-generated deepfake images of Taylor Swift committing sexual acts on the Chiefs field. Photos were spreading and they were extremely disturbing. And Taylor Swift deepfakes could be the tip of an AI-generated iceberg, Matthew Ingram emphasizes. After the images continued to circulate across the service even after the bans were implemented, X blocked the term Taylor Swift from its search engine, so that searches produced an error saying that something went wrong. Whenever people tried to find these explicit photos, X made sure it wasn't accessible. Obviously, having these photos of you being spread around the internet is very terrifying. And now, because of AI, it is incredibly easy to have these photos made of you. In U.S. Senate introduces Defiance Act to combat AI-generated non-consensual deepfakes, Zach Anderson states, 96% of deepfake videos were non-consensual pornography, often used to exploit and harass women, particularly public figures, politicians, and celebrities. There is no doubt that Swift is a powerful woman and could have possibly influenced this act to be made from the incident, even though many women have struggled with this kind of threat before her. In an article written by Telegraph Online, we hear about a poet, Helen Mort, who had a similar story but not a similar response. Mort had heard from a friend that she was seen on a porn site. She wrote about how she had nightmares, couldn't touch the same outfit she was wearing when she found out the news, and suffered through mental and physical trauma. When she went to get help, she was given the answer that there was nothing to be done because the photos of her that were used were not private. So why is it that when Helen Mort had this issue, nothing could have been done and an act was not made? It is possible that the huge number of followers that Swift has led to the creation of this act. In lawmakers' proposed anti-non-consensual AI porn bill after Taylor Swift controversy, the bill would let people sue over digitally faked sexual images. Addie Robertson gives a great explanation of what the bill plans to achieve. The Disrupt Explicit Forged Images and Non-Consensual Edits Defiance Act would add a civil right of action for intimate digital forgeries, depicting an unidentifiable person without their consent, letting victims collect financial damages from anyone who knowingly produces or possesses the image with the intent to spread it. This act, if passed, would be incredibly helpful in making sure victims get justice. In an article by the U.S. Senate Committee on the Judiciary, it is written that Whip Dick Durbin, Lindsey Graham, Amy Klobuchar, and Josh Hawley are one of the ones who proposed the Defiance Act, in hopes that those who create inhumane content will be held accountable. Josh Hawley states, nobody, neither celebrities nor ordinary Americans, should ever have to find themselves featured in AI pornography. Innocent people have a right to defend their reputations and hold perpetrators accountable in court. This bill will make that a reality. Many, including myself, are very thrilled with the idea of this bill being passed, knowing it will help all victims feel a sense of relief. In fake nude photos with faces of underage celebrities top some search engine results, Kat Timbarge talks about other celebrities who have dealt with this. Some celebrities, including minors, include Miley Cyrus when she was 15, Payne List when she was 13, Selena Gomez a couple days after she turned 18, and so much more. It is very scary how underage children are also victims of this attack. It is hard to think about having a family in the future when you know that this could be the future of your children. In the beginning of the video, I mentioned that I had a friend who has experienced this attack at the age of 17, my friend Jada.
Last year when I was still a minor, when I got home from class one day laying down in bed, I got a message from a friend saying, "I saw what you did in the back rooms at work." I was a little scared and alarmed when I got that message. Later on, I got another notification saying a photo was sent to me. It was a photo of me naked in the back rooms at work. I was completely and utterly disgusted and scared. I was surprised on how easy he can make an image like that and why he would even make it in the first place. The photo itself was disturbingly realistic, and if it was spread on social media, only I would know and the guy who made it would know it was fake. Luckily, he did delete it once I confronted it, so the image is no longer on anyone's phones and didn't get spread to anyone.
I am so sorry that happened to you. It is so disgusting how easily this stuff can be made. Do you know if it was a free app or if he paid to make the photo?
I believe he made the photo through a website.
That is so insane. So really, anyone can create these types of photos if they want to.
Yeah, it is really scary.
Do you have any advice that might make others feel better if they were in a similar situation?
All I can say is stay strong and report any photo you see and any person who made the photo or shared it. He and I were actually friends, so I was a bit conflicted on what to do. Luckily, he listened to me when I told him to delete it, so nothing bad happened. Just be aware that any photo you post on social media can be manipulated and changed. Only have people in your following that you trust.
Having this happen to you isn't just a funny joke. It can be extremely detrimental. It can result in a loss of a job, create insecurities, and, as Joshua Glick states, their bodies are not their own and can make it difficult to stay online and feel safe. The ability to freely post on social media is gone, and any photo you post can be used against you. Although deepfakes are usually seen in fake sexual content, deepfakes also allow others to create videos of politicians saying things that could end very badly. For example, in What Are Deepfakes? How Fake AI-Powered Audio and Video Warps Our Perception of Reality, Dave Johnson and Alexandra Johnson write, in 2018, for example, a Belgian political party released a video of Donald Trump giving a speech calling on Belgium to withdraw from the Paris Climate Agreement. Trump never gave that speech, however. It was a deepfake. Stuff like this can be very dangerous and can cause major conflicts. Glick also brings up a great point as he states, while the widespread knowledge that deepfakes exist may lead figures in power to evade responsibility for their actions, deepfakes have already resulted in varying levels of debate and confusion. This means that people can say or do stuff online that is offensive, and instead of taking accountability, they can blame it on being a deepfake. This leads us to our caller. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hi Alex, my name is Emma and I'm calling to ask for some advice. I saw a video of my friend saying some offensive stuff on social media and she's saying it's a deepfake of her, but it really looks like her. I'm not sure whether to tell it's actually her or if she's just saying that as an excuse or if it is really a deepfake. Thank you.
Hi Emma, thank you for calling in. I can totally see how this is a tricky situation. There are various tips that can help you figure this out. Dave Johnson and Alexandra Johnson have a few tips to help with this specific case. Is your friend's face blurry in any way? Does the lighting look off or look a little weird? And do your friend's lips match with the audio or does it seem a bit off? These tips should help you determine if the video is real or if it is a deepfake. Thank you for calling in. Alright, so we talked about Swift and her influence on the Defiance Act. We also talked about the dangers of deepfakes and how they can affect anyone. Now, let's talk about how to solve the problem. If the Defiance Act passes, this will be a huge jump in the right direction. Nicholas Meza-Kukulan in Deepfakes: Effective Solutions for Rapidly Emerging Issues emphasizes different solutions that can be used. One solution given is to use blockchain technology that essentially puts a watermark over any deepfake, so it lets the viewers know if the video is real or if it is a deepfake. Another solution given is the media literacy solutions. Media literacy constitutes of informing citizens of the presence of deepfakes in social media and their ability to affect people through their decisions and opinions. Media literacy has proven to be an effective solution in dealing with the effects of deepfakes. When you are about to post a photo, stop and think to yourself, should I post this publicly or privately? When you post photos publicly, it is not yours anymore. I hope after listening to this episode, you were able to be more informed of the dangers that deepfakes hold, how to prevent them, and how to solve them. Thanks for watching.